channel. So today I'm making some Salisbury steak with asparagus and a baked potato. So you're going to want to start by preheating the oven to 450 degrees for the baked potato. And then we're going to start prepping the potatoes. You're going to need olive oil and salt and pepper. So then we're going to start coating the potatoes in olive oil. You're going to want a pretty generous amount, just enough to cover the entire potato. And then we're going to place them on the cookie sheet. I already have my cookie sheet covered in tin foil. That just helps to speed the process along a little bit. And then I'm going to coat each potato in salt and pepper, and that's just to taste. I usually add a little more salt than is probably necessary, but it's just up to you. And I didn't actually film this part, but you want to make sure to stab the potatoes with a fork multiple times in each potato. That way they cook evenly. And then you're going to want to place the potatoes in the oven, set the timer for 25 minutes, and then we're going to get started on the asparagus. So for this, you're going to need Parmesan cheese, olive oil, salt and pepper, and garlic. I used garlic salt, but you can also obviously use just fresh garlic. And you're going to want to cover the asparagus in olive oil as well as Parmesan cheese. And then I did want to mention that we're prepping this super early actually, because it won't go in at the oven until about the last 12 to 15 minutes. And then just coat the asparagus in garlic salt or fresh garlic and salt and pepper, and then we're just going to set that aside until later. So now I'm just starting on the Salisbury steak. I'm just going to put a nice coating on each side of the burger with this flour mixture. And this mixture is just flour, Alpine Touch spice seasoning, and then salt and pepper. And just place it in the pan. And we're just going to get a nice little crust on each side of the burger. You want to make sure that the oil in your pan is nice and hot, or else it's not going to brown correctly. And then once you have them all in the pan, make sure to reduce the heat so that they don't burn. And then we're going to start on our gravy. I'm just using packaged gravy. Of course, you could make homemade gravy, but this is just a lot easier for me and a lot quicker. And just a little trick that I learned on when to flip these burgers is actually when you can start to see the juices peek through the flour on top. That's when they're ready to flip. And you'll see that there's a nice coating on each side of these. So when that 25-minute timer is up, you're just going to want to flip the potatoes over. and then set the timer for about 20 to 25 more minutes. And then with about 15 minutes left on that timer, you're going to want to put the asparagus in the oven. Next, we're going to pour the gravy over the burgers, and you're going to want to let that simmer on low heat, covered for the rest of the time. With about 5 minutes left, you want to flip the asparagus a little bit just to make sure it's not sticking to the pan. And once that's done, just squeeze fresh lemon juice all over the asparagus. This is optional, but it tastes so good and it's a really great contrast to the cheese. And now it's all ready to serve. We ate our potato with just a little bit of butter, but you can also add sour cream. That's really good too. And that is the finished product. I hope you guys enjoyed this kind of video. If you do, make sure to subscribe and like this video. And I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.